this is not a new video. So many people have done this bad faith nonsense a million times over. And it's crazy that it's like coming from a dude that I knew personally. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's a very sad state of affairs. The reviews are rolling in. While obviously many of you are wondering, Hassan, are you going to be watching Ethan's content nuke? The answer is, of course not. But many people have texted me so far being like, dude, this is the dumbest thing. Why did he spend months of his entire life making this video? From what I understand, the reviews are not great. Turns out when you're not particularly smart or particularly knowledgeable about politics and you try to do a political takedown, people are going to look at it and say, yeah, you're kind of stupid. Especially if your big reveal is that I am a socialist. We literally had a political podcast together and have had numerous conversations on that political podcast in front of tens of thousands of people about my political perspective. Clip chimping me into oblivion is not going to take away people's understanding of your lack of intelligence, especially as it pertains to politics. Like you did a political podcast with an anti-capitalist co-host for a year plus. And I guess you were so oblivious to how things work that in your mind, you thought I was something different. I don't know. I thought you would visit the Japanese. Yeah, ironic because I'm literally going to interview the Japanese Communist Party in 2 hours. Like that is, it's so funny. It's so funny to be like, oh, dude, this guy Hassan, I'll have you know, he's a commie. And it's like, I'm about to go interview the Japanese Communist Party in literally 2 hours. I am going to go to the headquarters of the Japanese Communist Party to interview them. Unprecedented access. What a shocking revelation. Chatters are like, God damn, you're not a right-wing Republican? What the hell is this? I'm out, brother. What the wait, you've been a commie this whole time? Do you interview Kohei Saito today? No, I think he's back from Berlin. But I don't know if I have an access. I don't know if I have access to Saito. It would be sick. I would really love to talk to him. But for those of you who don't know, Kohei Saito is a very famous degrowth Marxist academic from Japan. He was, I believe, in Berlin for something going on in Berlin. I forget what it was. Until recently, I think he just came back. So it would be great to interview him, but I mean, to be fair, I think we'll have our disagreements, but he knows more than I do, but obviously he's infinitely more knowledgeable than me. What does degrowth mean? Do you like Marx? Just admit it. I would never admit that. Anyway, Ethan is wrong. I love capitalism. Literally says capitalism on my shirt. It says capitalism is voluntary. Get bread or get dead. So obviously Ethan is wrong. So I don't know where he's coming from. I'm a capitalist. I love capitalism. Yeah, I'm going to go to the JCP interview to do this. No. I'm going to do this the entire time. Yeah. ちょっと待って。わかりました。Also calls you a terrorist. Yeah, rehashing all the Palestine stuff is also pretty funny in general because it's like, yeah, dude, we know. The podcast ended over it, okay? He said he mainstreamed you. Yeah, he made me. Ethan Klein made me. While he's working on that garbage, you were interviewing and humanizing incarcerated firefighters and having the time of your life with your best friends in Japan. Says a lot about your respective characters. Yeah, it is what it is. From what I understand, he also is like demanding that his audience go and he's implying that I'm being funded by the Houthis, which is really funny. Yeah, they are really caked up. I suspect that he'll throw in he's being funded by the Qatari government in there too, because I watch Al Jazeera a lot. And then, just all kinds of dumb. He had you playing Marvel Rivals with friends in the background while he rants. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I wish I was funded by Uncle G. That would be sick. You do not deserve to be treated that way by anyone that used to call you a friend. It's okay. Didn't Dan and you get along? I haven't been following. How does he feel about all of this? Brother, that's their boss. What do you want them to do? Like, I get it. Dude, Dan, I think recently got married too. Congratulations, by the way, on that front. Like, what do you want them to do? Like, a lot of you are like, oh, they should exhibit bravery and they should quit or whatever. Like, you're ridiculous. Okay, like they're trying to do their best. Okay, I think. I don't know, but all things considered, they're just managing the situation to the best of their ability. It is what it is. He couldn't hurt you half as much as your stylist have if he had spent 10 years in his basement conjuring and editing. Okay, calm down. All right, I fixed it. I literally fixed it. Okay, I fixed it. Shut up. That's crazy. Don't say that. I fixed it. And it's going to grow back. It's going to take weeks, but it's going to grow back. Everybody calm down about my eyebrows. Everybody stop about my eyebrows, please. You getting worried about the content, Nuke? Look a little worried there, boy. Yeah, I can't believe another person basically compiled Reddit posts from Epstein's subreddit into a shittily edited 2-hour video. It's the eyebrows that make you look shocked. Yeah, the eyebrows are changing my reaction. You even left the country because they're deleting any comments that are pro Hassan. Yeah, of course they are, dude. What are you talking about? Like, obviously, the number one thing that Ethan could never do is leave comments hidden. And he knew that people were going to watch it and be like, this sucks, dog. You're stupid. I think the content in and of itself will speak for itself. Did you buy new clothes or pay for hotel cleaning? I bought one new pair of pants and a jacket. Things fit me now. He called Kaya a designer dog. Yeah, maybe because I actually trained my dog and not let her piss and and bark all the goddamn time. No disrespect, but that's crazy. Coming after Kaya, that's crazy. You get bigger clothes, she's just well trained, He said Kaya was very expensive. Yeah, very. $1 million. DDG fans must be really sad that there are no Epstein-like claims. Okay. I don't want to sidestep here. Okay. It's hard. It's hard not to, because it's like, it's begging for my attention, but I'm not going to entertain this meltdown. Let's continue. Remember when you also paid for everyone's adoption fees at that shelter? Yeah, I did. But hey, dude, I bet I'm assuming that didn't make its way into the content video, the content nuke, nor did a million other things that I've done, because the angle here, of course, is that I'm a bad guy and a scary communist, and also, dare I say, pro-Palestine. Pro-Palestine, not anti-Semitic, very much against anti-Semitism, but also, yeah, I donated, but in a nefarious way I donated. Every other streamer I like is watching the new We Can't Lose You Too. Yeah. I think one of the biggest problems for slop tubers in general is that they think they can tackle political commentary without like doing any reading whatsoever by simply attacking someone who does do political commentary, right? On the basis of like Reddit comments that they've compiled into a video and that they've like edited together. And the issue is you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you have no idea. You thought Roe v. Wade was the gay one, a week ago. Like, you're not like a serious person.
I've even heard they want to repeal Roe versus what? Is that the gay one?
No, that's
Roe versus Wade has been overturned.
Yeah,
you're talking about gay rights?
Yeah, they want to overturn the
Obergefell.
Aubergine.
And that's precisely the reason why it'll end up having a bunch of stuff, Red Scare at a time when Donald Trump is the president and is just like ripping through the country. Dudes are hitting Sig Heils. Okay. The wealthiest guy on the planet is hitting a Sig Heil. The wealthiest guy on the planet is hitting a Sig Heil on a prominent stage. Okay. And you're like, who's really at fault here? Commies. The powerful communists. It's a McCarthyism done by someone too stupid to navigate anything he's talking about, and he just ends up looking even dumber. GG's. It has an unironic American patriotism montage. This video is for no one. Yeah, it's just sad. I don't know why he just won't go back to like fun drama or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. He's just like desperately wants to be taken seriously in this field, and it's just not going to happen. He said his main goal is that you do not end up mainstream. Yeah, I know. It's because it's Epstein-y. It's because it's a Epstein-y take. The idea that like I'm far too scary, far too dangerous to be made mainstream. So like, you know, you gotta go and warn like New York Times journalists or whatever, not realizing that many of those people who write those articles are infinitely more intelligent than you and the fans dumb enough to be duped into thinking that I'm a clear and present danger under Trump's current administration. Okay? That's the issue is this is where a lot of Redditors that have done brigades against me actually hit a wall and they can't comprehend it. Okay? They will go and flood the market with like Hassan is so bad clips, right? Not realizing that a lot of those journalists that either write articles about me or write articles about anything, you know, media or political commentary across the board, are a little bit more knowledgeable about the shit that they're talking about than you know, Epstein's brigaders or Ethan's ramblings. Okay, it's ridiculous. Wait, why did Fossabot? Oh, that's so funny. This was a funny take, but Fossabot timed you out. Just so you know, Squeaks is not watching and is not interested in the nuke video. I don't even give people watch a nuke video, brother. I think it speaks for itself that more people are dunking on it and clowning on it than taking it seriously. Like, oh my God, this is the most serious thing. Partially because, you know, a bunch of people have made this exact same video a million times over, and it's almost always the exact same principle. It's always the same, which is Hassan bad, Hassan rich, Hassan socialist scary, Hassan loves China, Hassan denies the cultural genocide and mass surveillance that the Chinese government did to Uyghurs in Xinjiang, even though I have been very critical of that a million times over. But it's conducted by a person who doesn't know anything and is simply, you know, rehashing Reddit comments. So that's it. And then clip chimp a couple times on politically charged subjects such as Israel-Palestine, where he'll say something along the lines of like, oh, he is apologist or something. I'm not. I guess the Israeli prosecutors are apologists rather than myself. And yeah, that's it. And he's a scary guy. Seems like almost all of it is clip chimp sliced together to make you look as worse as possible. Yeah, I just don't think it's like... I think for you guys, many of you already know my position. He tried to claim the AP article you referred to on Xinjiang didn't exist. See, that's what I mean. It's like really bad research in general, right? It's just really bad research in general. It's no interest in research whatsoever. That's it. And I've been live this entire time. So you know my ass has not watched this quote-unquote content nuke. So I'm like, this is my suspicion of what he did. And the reason why this is my suspicion on what he did is probably correct, is because this is not a new video. So many people have done this bad faith nonsense a million times over. And it's crazy that it's like coming from a dude that I knew personally. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's a very sad state of affairs that like even someone that you know personally over a disagreement over genocide can just like completely rewrite his brain almost. It's embarrassing. And no, it's not embarrassing for me. It's embarrassing for him. Maybe you're a poor judge of character. People say this all the time. I disagree. I will always assume the best in others. I don't care. I'm never going to give up on that mentality. I'm not going to be more of a cynical human being across the board. They always bring up the brothel too. Oh yeah, no, not bad research. He's bad faced. Very obvious. His clips that cut right at the moment where you say something that could destroy his argument. So far in the video, he's just posting your takes and relying on them already being against your position. He doesn't really do anything to disprove your takes. Yeah. You've spent so many hours elaborating on your position that he would just have to critique you live to keep up. You've already flooded the internet with your explained opinions. He can't reframe you no matter how he tries. Well, there is one thing he can do, which is hope that no one has ever seen me or has only tangentially heard about me or has only had a bad opinion on me. He's farming the haters. He's farming the haters because he's become the hater. It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs in general. He literally said he can finally get his life back after this video comes out. It's fucking sad. I know. I mean, I want him to be happy, by the way. I want him to be happy. So I think he's never going to listen to me, so it doesn't matter. I don't think he respects me. Something I texted him directly. I was like, listen, I don't think you respect me, but I think you respect, I think you respect Sam Cedar. You should probably have a conversation with him about this. He never replied to that. But I want him to be a happy person, and I don't think this is going to lead to a level of happiness, especially if it backfires. The haters are going to say this sentiment is fake, but you said this for months. Yeah. Not only have I said this for months, I was definitely a lot more charitable to him. He's asking people to mass email journalists that cover you in the mainstream. It's the same Dan Saltman shit. Yeah, I'm glad that he took he carried over the torch from Epstein's community. All right, we're done. Oh God, it's so hard. It's so hard for me not to talk about this. I really want to, but